In this series of videos, I will be exploring how to model shared consciousness mathematically. First,
these are the assumptions. Each human is composed of energy interactions at multiple levels, from cellular to behavioral, like a Russian doll. Let's call this a nested holocaust. We can measure energetic exchanges that are relevant to phenomenological experience by identifying the actions or motions that are registered as a sensorial experience by the human.
motion here is defined as the resolution of an energy discrepancy. This is called the free energy principle for perception.
We can also add another boundary of energetic interactions that is not sensorial, yet internal to the human and tied to brain activity, in order to incorporate memory and imagination. These energetic interactions are called the inner screen. Then, following two neuroscientific assumptions about attention, we can proceed to mathematically model a collective consciousness in a social interaction.
Firstly,
The fact that the brain resonates or synchronizes with the stimulus one pays attention to, for instance music frequencies.
secondly,
The fact that several brains share their activity during a common perception.
for instance,
In movie watching during fast edited scenes, which leave little space for idiosyncratic visual scene analysis, or while listening to an audiobook, irrespective of the language of comprehension. They looked at Russians listening in Russian and English people listening in English, and both groups showed shared brain activity in the default mode network, which is part of the imagination network. I want to emphasize the role of prior memories in the interpretation of events, such as films. This can result in opposing perspectives due to different prior information while experiencing the same events. These studies by Uri Hasson's lab emphasize the saying, "Show me your friends and I'll show you who you are." And one final social neuroimaging finding. The fact that brains synchronize with a delay by following the leader during communication in a social setting. For instance, between a client and a music therapist. Let's say a music therapist is leading the emotional content, and thus the client and the therapist will share their brain activity, yet the client will be delayed in their brain waves. Now, all we have to do is to measure the energy of the movements that we deem important for the dynamics of shared consciousness or attentional synchrony during a social interaction.
see you later.